On July 8, 1947, a headline stunned the world. RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. For a brief moment, it seemed the military itself had confirmed we weren't alone. But less than 24 hours later, the story completely changed. The flying disc they now claimed was just a common weather balloon. This clumsy reversal sparked a mystery that would simmer for decades, creating a legend of alien bodies and a massive government conspiracy. But what if the real story was even stranger than a spaceship? What if the wreckage wasn't from another world, but was a top-secret weapon from a new silent war? This isn't a story about little green men. It's a story of spies, paranoia, and a secret so sensitive the U.S. government was willing to let a UFO legend be born just to keep it hidden. America in 1947 was gripped by flying saucer fever. Just weeks before, civilian pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 crescent-shaped objects, and the media coined the term flying saucers. This was the dawn of the Cold War, and people were already looking to the skies. It was into this frenzy that rancher Mac Brazel discovered his pasture littered with strange debris, lightweight sticks, strips of rubber, and a lot of shiny foil-like material. Hearing the saucer rumors, he told the local sheriff, who called the Roswell Army Airfield. Base intelligence officer, Major Jesse Marcel, was sent to investigate. He was baffled by the debris, describing it as incredibly strong yet feather-light. Convinced it was extraordinary, his commander issued the now infamous press release. The Army had captured a flying disc. The chaos was short-lived. As the debris was flown to a higher command in Fort Worth, the military brass scrambled to kill the story. General Roger Ramey took over. When the press arrived in his office, the story was completely different. On the floor was the supposed disc, now just a busted kite made of foil and sticks. Ramey announced it was a simple misunderstanding. The debris was from a weather balloon. Case closed. Major Jesse Marcel was forced to pose for photos with the new wreckage, looking confused. The weather balloon story worked because it was boring. The public accepted it, and the incident faded. But the abrupt cover-up left a lingering question. Why would the military's top bomber group make such a clumsy mistake? For 30 years, Roswell was a forgotten story. Then, in the late 1970s, it roared back. With public trust in government shattered by Watergate, the timing was perfect. In 1978, researcher Stanton Friedman interviewed a retired Jesse Marcel, who now claimed the weather balloon story was a lie to hide something not of this earth. The controversy exploded. Books and articles expanded the story into an epic saga. New witnesses emerged with wilder tales of multiple crash sites and alien bodies. There were claims of the military seeking child-sized caskets and nurses witnessing alien autopsies. By the 1990s, the lie the military told in 1947 had accidentally created a powerful modern myth. If you're realizing the story you thought you knew is only the tip of the iceberg, hit that like button. It tells us you want more deep dives like this one. If not a saucer or a weather balloon, what crashed? The answer is pure Cold War paranoia. In 1947, America needed to know if the Soviets had the atomic bomb. The plan was to listen for a nuclear test from thousands of miles away. This was Project Mogul. The project used massive trains of high-altitude balloons stretching over 600 feet to lift sensitive microphones into a special sound channel in the upper atmosphere. The payload also carried radar reflectors, which are the key. They were built to be strong but light, made from balsa wood sticks, metallic foil, and joined with durable tape. To an outsider, the wreckage would look alien. All evidence points to the debris being from NYU Flight 4, a Mogul balloon that went missing right over the ranch. Project Mogul was a critical state secret, so when its debris was found and mistakenly called a flying disc, the military had to invent a cover story fast. They couldn't tell the truth, so they told a simple, boring lie. In the mid-1990s, a congressional inquiry forced the Air Force to declassify its records. The resulting 1994 Roswell report finally revealed Project Mogul. The report showed how every piece of strange debris matched Mogul materials. The unbreakable foil was radar-reflective paper. The hieroglyphics were just markings on the project's tape. The government officially admitted the weather balloon was a cover story. The report also debunked the alien body claims, explaining they were likely warped memories of life-size dummies used in high-altitude parachute tests years later. But by then, the myth was too big and, frankly, too entertaining. The idea of a crashed saucer was just a better story than Cold War spy balloons. The Roswell legend was a perfect storm. A real crash of a top-secret device during a national flying saucer panic, followed by a clumsy military cover-up that fueled suspicion for decades. The object that fell in the desert wasn't from another galaxy, but it also wasn't a weather balloon. It was a ghost from the Cold War, a spy balloon. It was a ghost from the Cold War, a spy balloon sent to listen for the end of the world. And in many ways, that truth is just as compelling as the fiction. The real story of Roswell isn't about what the government hid, but why the legend grew so powerful. It speaks to our fascination with the unknown and our deep desire to believe that somewhere out there, a fantastic truth is being kept from us. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.